All right, then let's start second class of Revit structure. And the last class, we have seen that how we set uh, the structure project, we set the level, we monitor it, we insert the architectural file as a guide, we set grid, we set view template. All right. So, and we also place columns there, right? So now, after placing a column, there must be something which need to hold. So let's start creating our substructure like foundation, your footings. All right. So let's start with wall foundation. So if I need to create a wall, uh, foundation wall, so how we can create that? So let me show you. We are currently within this structure tab, and here we have wall structure. So make sure that you are choosing this wall structure because it will come under the structural discipline. So this will help you if you choose the discipline structure. So there you can see it. And now let me choose any foundation wall. Like there you can see we have two foundation wall, like foundation 300 concrete and foundation 457 concrete. So we have that, and you can choose any of them as per the requirement. We will be selecting it, and after that this will go for the depth. Here you cannot specify the height, so you are currently at level 2, so that will be your base constant, uh, that is your level 1, right? So you see that the base constant is going for top footing. So there you can change the base constant, and you can change the like top constant. So how it will be created? It will be created from the top, and then it will go down to the base. So that's how it is going to be created. That's, you can see that depth is locked right now. So I'm currently in level 1, and here you can see that the top constant is level 1. Okay. So how I'm going to create with this location line, wall center line, and the chain will be connected, and there will be no offset. I'm going to select the pick line option, and the joint status is allowed, so it will connect the joint, the corners it will connect. So now the grids are creating problems for me. So what I'll do, I'll select and I will hide it. So here I have this option, temporary hide or isolate. So I'll go for hide category. So all the grids are hidden right now. Now again I will go for WA, and there you can see this is right now selected, or else you can select directly the item wall structural, and let's go for this pick line option, and with all the settings let's pick the line. Okay. So you can, if you are not getting the center line, you can press tab to switch to the center line. Now I'm getting the center line. I will click on it, and that is created. And here I will click. Here I will click. Choose the center line, center line, and that is done. Okay. You can click on this modify, or you can press double escape, and you can come to 3D. So there you can see that is created. Now I don't need to see all this model. So here what I can do is I can like come here to this Revit link, and this is the file, and right click on it. Here you can do the unload option, So here you will not see it, or else what you can do is like come to this visibility graphics option, go for edit, and within this Revit link tab uncheck this option, so it will not be visible here. So that you can do also. Okay, so apply OK, and even if it is present, let me reload it. Even if it is present, it will not be visible here. So that you can control with the visibility graphics, or you can directly unload it. So right now we have placed this wall, foundation wall. Now there must be something which should bear this foundation wall. So for that we have this wall uh, footing. Okay, so this is particularly for wall foundation. Here you can see bearing footing is there, and you can choose the type. What will be the type? uh, so there is there is two type. One is for retaining wall, okay, and one is for foundation wall. So this one is for foundation wall, and if you need to change the uh, type, okay, so there you can go for it. Like, let me go for it, and here if you need to change this, okay, so you can go for and change it. So let me duplicate it. So you already aware of this process, how you can create a system family. So this one is a system family, so let's duplicate it, and here let me go for 762 by 305, all in ML, and click on OK. And after that, here you need to change it. So 762 by 305, okay, and click on OK. That is done. And about this material, about the structural material, we will match with this wall foundation, right? So I don't remember right now. Just let me check what is the material for this. Sorry, I have selected this and it is placed right now. So let me just undo it, and sorry, let me just check it now. What is the So this is the material right now, concrete cast in situ. So we'll be matching that material, and I'm showing you how you can place it. So just come to this edit type here, and here you can concrete cast in place, concrete cast in situ, or for both you can change it. Okay, so let me go with that. Click on OK. Now let me just show you how you can place. So let me come to top of footing. This will be the level, right, where it is placed. Okay, so I'm going to delete it, and go for this option. Shortcut is FT, and this this will be the type. And now you select it here, select it. So simply it can be placed. No such big deal to place it. Yeah. Now here it is done. You can click on modify, and you can come to 3D, and there you can see this is placed. And this is exactly top of this footing. Okay, so you can see in the right view here. This is your footing, and this is exactly on the top of this footing. So this is how you will be placing it. Okay. Now you see that we have placed our columns, but they are like the bottom missing. So at the bottom, let's place some concrete column. Okay. Uh, so for that also, we can come to level 1, here. Okay. And now we are done with the grade, so we can bring those back. You can bring them back. So here you click on it and go for the set temporary height velocity. Now we have this column option. We'll go for structural column, and there choose this concrete rectangular column. So for that concrete rectangular column, let me choose this 450 by 600, or else let me check what will be the exact value for this. Uh, okay, let me just check it. So go for DI distance. So .457, that is 457, and let me check it. Line dimension. Okay, so 176 is the value. So let me go for it. Here I have it. So you can choose any type, and you can come to this one here and go for duplicate option. So here let me go for 350 by 352. Click on OK, and let me change 52. So here you will be changing it, the breadth and the height. Uh, so 352. Let's click on OK, and here you can place it, right? So you can place the grids there. You can place the grids. Now let me try with at columns. If there are architectural columns, so there you can place an architectural column. So there is no architectural column. Let me just place on grids. Now the tag on placement is on, so I don't need to tag on the placement. So now let me just go for it, and here you can see all these are placed right now. Now just we will be moving this after finishing it. Okay, so we will check that later. Now let me just select these two, go for move from this midpoint to this midpoint. Also select this and this, go for MV, and there we will be placing it. And you can check others. If I don't need this, I don't need this. Keep it here. So this will be placed at the intersection of your grids. So you can place, so there are already identical elements. So here I don't need this. About this column, let me delete it here. Paste. Okay. Many columns are there. Okay. Now I think we are done with. So we have placed this from. Don't need it here. Now let me come back to level 1, and here I think I need to place all those. So come to column here, and here let me place. Go for this. So here you can like press the space bar and it will orient to this grid. Go for column, and the depth is the top of footing, that is fine. So here you pressing spacebar. I will just move it. Okay, so there I think it is placed. Yes, here it is placed. So the base level is top of footing, and the top level is level 1. So we just check. Let me see if I can select it, or else let's come to this 3D view there, and here see this is, so this is fine, this is fine as well. Okay, so let me just go for it, and please select it and right click, select all instances and entire project, and let me select these also. And you can hide it from you can hide from here also. So this will like permanently hide it. You can bring it back. Now you can also hide temporary. So you go for this isolate element, so all the other elements will be hidden. So here you can check, like this one error is there. So here I need to change uh, I need to match with this one. So MA is selected, and I think that is one error I'm finding it. And here also I'm finding this error. Okay, so there you can check it, and you can copy this one, let me place it here. Okay, so here we are having the right thing. Because of that, it's just the other portion is not being shown there. Okay, so let me just not place it here. Okay, and let me go for this temporary hide or isolate option there, and let me come back to level 1, and at this joint let me select. Okay, uh, for the structure, for the column here, let me place it. I have to place it here. Okay, let me come back here. Let me see. HH is the shortcut for hiding. So so for here, what we can do is, let me show you. Like, we can place this. We can place the column here. About the wall. So let me quickly add them. And as because these are at the joint, so now what you can do is at the joint to disallow the joint, select disallow the joint. Okay, here also select and disallow the joint, select and disallow the joint. About this one, let me just delete it. So now let me come back here, place its position. Now you can see, right? it like this. Or here what you can do is you can place pilasters. Okay, so here you can increase the size of your column, or or else if you need to place like this, so here you cannot increase like this, you cannot do that. Or if you do, if you are doing it, so it will cut it. So here you will not do like that, so it will meet at this end surface of your column. This wall will meet at the end surface of this column. And here, or what you can do, here you can make till this point also. So now this is fine, and here you will make the filler. So you can place another wall here, or else what you can do is like you can create one, this one, go to component and model in place, that you can do here. Okay, with this wall you can create one model in place, that you can do. So here I'm going to increase the size of this one. So here let me go for it. uh, like, let me choose this, and let me go with this edit type, and here I'll go for duplicate. So here let me go with that 762 by 762. Okay, and you click on OK, and here you will be changing it 762 762. All right, so that is done, and now you can match it. Okay, so there also you'll be placing with that. So here you need to place pilasters. So pilasters also comes under this, right, this column in Revit. So you just increase the size, right. So here it match the center line. Okay, come to 3D, and there you can check. So okay, so this one will be right. Yeah. Now it's fine. All right, now after this we need to place our footings here. Yeah, all right, so this cannot be placed uh, like this, so we need to place our isolated footings there. Let's go for an isolated footing. So we'll be placing at top of footing, this at this level. So let's go for isolated footing, and here you can place it uh, like this. Simply you can place it, so there is no such big deal. So let me just change the size. So here let me go for it, and let me go for a duplicate option, and here I'll be selecting it as 1067 by 1067 by that was 305, right? Okay, and here it will be 305 1067 and 1, and click on OK, and that will be placing. So you can place at columns, so you just choose your columns there, Okay, so these are the column. Here we placed it. These are the column. Here we placed it. So at a time once you finish it, again you come back at column option. And there you select these columns and there you placed it. Finish. Click on modify and now come back here and there you can see. Okay. All are placed right now. And now let's place some more options. Okay, so you can add some other footings, like if there are other uh, footings there, so like a step footing there you can also place. So at the bottom there will be different thickness. It will increase, this will increase, so there you can go for it. Okay. So here also you can choose this type, and here you can go for duplicate, and here you can choose that 1067, click on OK, and here you can go for 1007. The thickness is same. Okay, and how you can place at the bottom of this. Okay, so I'll be showing you. So here you can see, right, uh, go for this wall. So here you can see, right, that it can be placed only one time on the wall. So if you are trying to place step footing for your wall foundation or foundation wall, so there you can do it, like you can switch it to any view, like elevation. There you can go for this elevation there, and there you can change this wall foundation there. Okay. So go for this edit profile. Okay, so there you can uh, let me go for fit line and offset it. And here I'm going with the value there. Okay, and here also you can go for more 305. So we go add value 305, and there is selected. Okay, here you have selected it, and like that you can choose it. So let me just trim this part. Let me just trim uh, this one, and this one to this one, and this one to this one, and this one to trim. like this. Okay, and done. Okay, you can add more steps over there. Now let me just go with that, and there you can see, right? So let me show you. So this is just one example, and you can do it for all the walls. So let me just show you there. So here I have done it. Okay. All right. So this way you can go for your step foundation. All right. So there also you have to do it. So for all the walls you can do it. So this is one example. If I don't have that much of time to do it for all here, I'll demonstrate other things also. So you can do this same for all the walls. So this is how you can do your step footings here for your wall foundation. Let me just do it here. Okay, fine. Now about your what I say is elevator. If you need to place your elevator here, so you have to place your structural components for your elevators. So now what I need is here let me go for this level 1, and here let me unload this to need this here. So now what I'll do, I will place my structural wall from level 1 to roof. Okay. So go for structural wall, and let me place it here. Okay, so this will be selected. The depth is right. This is the depth. Okay, so the depth will not be there. So if you are going for this one, suppose here the top constant you are selecting for roof. Okay, and the base constant will be level 1. So you will get error that top constant is invalid for the level. Here you can see. So what you need to do is make it roof here, make, and this is uh, base constant is depth. So here we make it roof, and here we make it level 1. Okay, so currently I'm level 1, and this goes around top footing. So let me check if I come to level, if I come to level 2, and if I go for this structure wall, so it takes level 1 as the base, and there I can go for to level roof. So let's do it like that. So let's choose this midpoint to this midpoint. So which one I'll choose? Uh, so let me choose this one, uh, generic 300 mm. Let me choose this one. So from this to this, then from this to this, and next from this to this. Okay, so that we have created here, and here let me come to this. So that we have created. This is the level 1, so if you check, this is the level 1. Okay, now we need to place our foundation wall for this. So here you can define, let me just select all the instances in Indra project. Let me define the roof. Okay, so it will go till the roof. And now about placing your foundation wall. So with the wall we will be placing it, wall structure, and here with the same I'll choose this foundation 300 mm concrete, and the base constant is top of footing and the top constant is level 1. That is fine. So the depth will be the top of footing. So from this to this to this. Very good. So here it is. All right. So now what you can do, you can match this property here. So I think the same property we are having here. So let me just change it and select for all this instances in that project. So now changing in the category. So that is the property. Okay, apply. Okay, and here we have. All right. So that we have placed it. And when we create our components for elevation, we need shaft opening that we have to create, right? So that we will be completing with it, with this shaft opening, so that whenever we place uh, any floor ceiling, so that will not obstruct my elevation component, sorry, elevator components. So for that we need this shaft opening. So let me go for it. Here at the level 1 you can place it. So let's go for this shaft opening, and here let me go with this pick line option. So let's pick this outer boundary, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, and after that you place symbolic line so that you can address this as a shaft opening from this corner to this corner. Okay, finish it. That's done. You can check here. So that's not going till that level. So you can just simply drag it till this level. So it's kind of a 3D void, you can say. Okay, so you cannot select, if you cannot select directly hovering your mouse, you can press tab, or you can select like this, and after that you can change the adjustment. So now if you place any floor and all, it will cut through. Okay, so that we have done it. All right, so I hope till this it is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is all for today.